So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Titans.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Willis, and this throw incomplete. Now, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Henry up the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On 2nd and goal, Willis. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Colts, nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick
So
off.
after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This two shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
7-yard gain. That's good for the Colts. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Smith. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Derrick Henry all alone. 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
24, Colts 6. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is...
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It's a gain.
A big play there for Indy. 53 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the set. Hey, check that, street. Ready.
On first and 10, Smith. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Campbell making the catch. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They get this out left. Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie from 3 yards out. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Willis's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Meanwhile, Willis' throw taken in by Slayton. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on down and trying to get 3 before halftime. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Option play, Willis looking to run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw, here's Willis. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver it and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Willis. That ball caught by Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Play action. Here's Willis. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. And he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
34, Colts 20.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Geno. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Play action, Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 159 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Willis. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now Gino. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
79 Broncos, trap 60, trap 60.
Smith. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Smith. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
19 White.
Gino now to throw. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Come on. Set. 65 cats, 65 cats. Ready.
Now it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 4th down, Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And some room to maneuver. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans.
Derrick Henry.
So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is now 24.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
Number